Alright, hey, 3 wins there. 6 wins there. It's 9 wins. What did I mention before? Every 3 wins, we get a match against the Crone. So, ladies and gentlemen, the next battle will be a boss battle. So, if you do not want to be spoiled, if you want the boss battle to be, totally secret, you don't want to know any strategies on beating her, you might want to tune out now. Hey, but wish list before you do, please. If you want to see the boss battle, I haven't beaten her yet in this playthrough, in this save file. I'm 0-2. We can attempt it together. The question is, do I want to go with Red Breather versus her or Blue Adept? I've lost twice trying her with Red Breather. I think I'm gonna try with Blue Adept this time. There she is, the Crone. Twisted metal and wings of military planes adorned her blood-red scales like macabre jewelry. They called her the Crone and whispered of a dark pact with oblivion. I did not doubt their words, for tendrils of black mist curled around her like a welcomed lover. Lava dripped from her horns so intense that it melted the edges of her scales. The unnatural power within was destroying her, but a wretched smile indicated that was her will. Let's fight. Boss battle. Begin. Alright, so, what's new with her? Well, a few things. For one, she's already a rank 4. Lovely. We start way behind on age-wise. What else? What? She's got Inferno Breath. Now, she can't use it because she has to have a 4 discipline to use it. But she has it. Now, why does that matter? Why? Why, I ask you? Well, let's look at this little taint she's got. This is Oblivion tendrils kind of wrapping around the dragon. So, Oblivion, that's kind of like the essence, the entity rather, in the game world that's tainting the dragons. In this case, it's giving her unnatural aging. So when she sheds skin, she just doesn't go up to rank 5. No, that'd be boring. She goes to rank 8 right away. So she becomes an Elder Worm every time she sheds skin until the end of her next use action phase. At that point, she removes 3 cards from her deck from the game. So doing this wears her out. The more she does it, the more damage, permanent damage she takes. She can only hoard once per turn, and shedding skin costs her 2 actions. However, jumping to Elder Worm is huge, because then she can use Inferno Breath whenever she does that. And more importantly, she can train Inferno Breath. If we get unlucky, I was really unlucky last match against her. She trained up Inferno Breath to rank 2, and it's brutal at that point. 12 damage plus you don't lose 5 cards, you remove 5 cards from the game. It's a brutal attack. So if that happens, you're at a huge disadvantage. All right, so and she gets to go first because why not? Why not? Let's make it as hard as possible. That's not always the case. She just happens to go first because she pulled a higher battle value. The good thing is we have, hey, we're actually starting with some attacks in hand. One, we can train Tail Bash up to rank 2 pretty quickly, and we can get Taunting Breath going. Now, strategy against the Crone. She starts at such a high level, she's going to hit. At this point, you just want to go totally defensive, turtle up. You want to save your counters, use them when you can, save your feast because you do not want her to age. You do not want her to shed skin and become an Elder Worm. So you want to feast as much as possible. You want to get those discard attacks like Tail Bash and Taunting Breath up to keep those cards out of her hoard. Yeah, you just want to turtle up. You want to age as fast as possible because you need to close this age gap as quickly as possible. We're going to go ahead and use our counter, because I do not want to get hit with a rank 2 Ember Breath. I somehow missed that she... Good. So luckily, I pulled a 1 or a 2 battle value, which means her attack missed. But yeah, we do not want to get hit with a rank 2 Ember Breath. It doesn't matter. She can just do whatever she wants. I'm just curling up into a ball and praying she doesn't hit me, and aging as quickly as possible. Heal would be great, but I'm gonna do 1 heal and 1 tail bash. I don't really want to lose 2. She's got a ton of feast cards in her deck. I don't want to lose 2 heal cards, but tail bash 2 would be great. These are the kind of strategic decisions we'll be making. I feel like this is going to set the tone. I'm just going to have to potentially lose. I'm not even going to attack. Normally, hey, it's a 0 essence attack. Why not try it? Why not do well? Because she's got a ton of jaw snaps in her hand. And if I miss, I don't want to take 5 damage. So right now, I'm just turtling up. I don't even want to attack. Just leave me alone. Let me age in peace, please. Okay. Okay. Well, this is what I talked about. That was the risk I took. That she had a feast card in hand. What that means is I've lost 2 of my 4 heal cards. Which is going to hurt later, because that was a great way to regain essence, which I will be losing pretty quickly. And I lose 2 battle value 4 cards. But I didn't want to lose a tail bash, because I really need that rank 2 so that I can aim strike. I didn't want to go in with just a rank 1 attack. With the blue adept being better at defense than offense, I need any way possible to get that attack bonus. Alright, so what's happening now? Where are we? I am regaining essence. Please. Excellent. Okay, so now, if we can age, if she would stop feasting on us, we can do a rank 2 Taunting Breath, we can do a rank 2 Tail Bash. I'm going to stay where I am. I'm not planning on attacking. I am planning on feasting, because next turn she becomes an Elder Worm. So we're going to prevent that. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, yum, yum. Get rid of the Slayers and Oblivion's Call. So, 2 events, 2 1 value, battle value cards. That doesn't hurt her too badly. What does hurt her is that it slowed down her aging dramatically. I'm going to go ahead and train a Tail Bash. Now that I have 2 Taunting Breaths, I'm going to go ahead and risk warding a Tail Bash. If I lose it, it's only 1. I'm still not going to attack. I really don't want to get hit with it. The fact that she's staying... Oh, actually, no. I can't claw attack. She's in distant range. Doesn't matter. The fact that she's staying in distant probably means she doesn't have any jaw snaps in hand. I think she would probably move to close. Or burst to close. Ouch. Okay. Wow. That back-to-back feast it's killer. It's killer. It just stymied our development. This helps. This helps us. But I really need to age, so I don't have to keep turtling up. I'm gonna save my feast until she has 2 cards for maximum effect. Now that I only have 1 Tail Bash, I'm definitely gonna hoard it. She can't have. She doesn't have a 3rd feast, does she? Does she? Does she? What do you have? What do you have? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna rest. I'll just take the extra cards back to my deck. I won't risk losing 2 cards again. I'm not going to attack. She healed. Lovely. Even more reason to focus on our discard attacks. I'm tempted not to feast just so you can see what happens. But I suspect she will eventually use her taint. And I'd like to win. I'd like to beat her. First time in this save game file. So I'm going to play correct. I could move into close range and open up this counter, but considering I'm still only a hatchling, so cute. It's, you know, I just need to age, which I will do now. Okay. Oh wait. I can't age. I only have 2 actions, and one of them has to be feast, so I gotta do that first before I forget. I almost forgot. I almost botched that. Let's see what we got out. Slayers, Oblivion's Call, Defend, Bloodlusts. That's a big win for us. That would have upped her ranks to 2 and 3, respectively. That's huge. In a 4, boy, she must have some cards in hand if she's getting rid of that. If she's hoarding that, boy, she must have some. It's a good thing I'm not letting her age. I bet she has Infernal Breaths in hand that she's just waiting to train. Alright, I have an action remaining. I guess I'll go ahead and do Bitter Chomp. I can't use it now. I risk losing those cards if she has a 3rd feast, which is possible. No, I'm not attacking. Go away. That's a hit. That's a hit. Oh boy. Oh boy. I will attempt to move into close range. I'm sure we'll see if we'll draw out a burst. Hey, no bursts. Okay, so we're in close range. She's probably just going to move back to distant anyway. But I have to at least give myself the opportunity to counter. Hey now. Alright, so I can start training. Play that card. Select an attack. Still debating whether I want to start attacking now. I don't think, I mean, that with 0 magic, it's kind of pointless to attack with Taunting Breath, and Claw Attack does so little damage. The potential downside of getting hit with a Jaw Snap versus doing 1 damage to her at this point is not worth it. It's all about aging. It's all about being defensive. Until you can match her age, you just need to play defensive and just try not to get killed. Hard when I'm taking 7 damage. Nice. Of course, being a Blue Adept helps in this case. The Blue Adept probably is a better matchup versus the Crone because she's so defensive, and you need to be defensive to start. And she has so many discard opportunities. You can win with the Red Breather because the Red Breather just does a ton of damage, and the Crone is frankly a Red Breather too. But I think Blue Adept is probably the easier matchup. If I had to weigh in. I do have a burst now, so I can afford to move really close. I'll save my burst because what's going to happen next turn. Oh, this is interesting. So next turn she'll go back into, almost assuredly, will go back into distant. However, I'm out of feast cards, so she is going to she's going to go with a tainted shed skin. She's going to become an Elder Worm next turn, which means Inferno Breath is coming at me. So normally I would use that burst card to burst back into close so I could use my counters, but in this case I think I'm going to use burst to go to safe so that she can't even attempt Inferno Breath. Burst is huge in this matchup for that reason. Alright, so in the meantime, I can't play another Taunting Breath because I don't have the ability. So I'm going to go ahead and... Boy, I like all of these cards. But if I had to get rid of one, I guess I would get... I told you to keep all your counters, didn't I? But, I don't want to lose the opportunity for a rank 2 of anything. I'm going to heal. Not going to attack. Not yet. Not going to do it. It's patience. You got to be patient against the crone. Alright, so the great thing there is she, instead of spending essence to move, she spent her burst card to move. So unless she has another burst card, she could have countered our burst with her burst, but because she already used it, hopefully she doesn't have another one. Please? Excellent. So, because she chose to play her burst card, we were able to get into safe. She is now an Elder Worm. She can't attack, which is great, so she had to skip her attack. You see, if she was allowed to attempt that attack, she would have had a 3 breath versus our meager 1 resist. And yeah, it's just nasty. You just don't want to get hit by a level 8 crone. I'm gonna stay in safe. I'm not going to attack yet. Soon. I'm almost there. Keep this Frost Breath back in. Right, so now I'm a 3. Once she goes back, she will revert back to her normal form next turn. So we're crawling up on it, matching her age-wise. I can't attack in safe range, so that's an easy pass. She's taking no damage. The only damage she's taking is from Feast. Alright. So... interesting. I have no idea what she has in hand. I thought she would have had... If she had Inferno Breath, she would have used them there. She must have a ton of counters? I bet she must have a ton of counters. I'm just trying to think what she could have. Because the crone focuses on Inferno Breath and Ember Breath. And if she had either of those cards, she would have used it there. She would have trained. So, what do you have? What do you have? Alright. Alright, I'm feeling we can start... attacking. We at least have the one magic. We can Taunting Breath at rank 2, or aim Strike Taunting Breath for rank 1, which is what I'm going to do. So now we actually have a chance to hit. We're from distance, so she can't use Jaw Snap against us. I'm going to go ahead and put Tail Bash in the Horde. I could rest, but I want to keep aging. Strike. Miss. No big deal. It wasn't an encounter. It didn't cost as much essence. It's worth it to start. You know, we're just probing right now. We're just probing. Alright. Good. Work that defense. Work that defense. Excellent. This is huge for us. Arcane Blood would pump up our magic rating. Huge. Yes, we'll happily play that. I doubt we have no burst cards. So the chance that we're going to be able to get back into close range is slim. I don't think it's worth holding on to these. So, board 1. There's no. If I had a rank 3, I would attempt it. There's no advantage to a rank 2 versus a rank 1 with Taunting Breath. It's still the same. Discard 1. So the advantage of having a rank 2 Taunting Breath is that you can aim strike. That's the advantage. Excellent. We want to keep cards out of her horde. We do not want her to switch back to Elder Worm. Alright, that's good. We like those misses. Counters are always welcome. This counter can be used in distant range, so it's very helpful. Alright, we're gonna get... I'm gonna keep Constrict just in case. I mean, I kind of want that 6 back and cycled in, but... just in case. We have a lot of high value cards in hand. If the high value cards are in hand, they're not in your deck, which means you're not pulling them for value. So you want to be very careful about having a lot of high value cards in hand or in play. What do I want to do? The good news is we're rank 4. Hey, we're a mature serpent. We have matched the Crone's basic form, so she no longer has an obvious advantage against us. We've withstood the initial storm. Now we just have to keep her from aging. I'm going to go ahead and put Constrict in. Strike. Excellent. If we keep this up, she will not be aging anytime soon. As long as we keep hitting with that Taunting Breath, she can only hoard 1 card per turn because of her taint. So we can just keep neutralizing that as long as we can keep hitting. We want to counter whenever possible. We do not want to get hit with 7 damage. Excellent. Excellent. Yes. 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 2 heads. Delicious. It would bump our Taunting Breath up to 3. Now, I can only have 1 gift in place, so I did lose that +1 attack. But to be able to, the opportunity of potentially discarding 2 cards a turn is good. Unfortunately, let's see where. Alright, good. So her will is only 1. We did lose the advantage. We could be back to missing a lot. I got so excited with 2 heads, I didn't. May have been a mistake. May have been a mistake, because now, you know, we want to keep hitting her for sure. But we're not making. If we just keep hitting her for 1, we're not making progress. We're only holding ground. We eventually want to start hitting her for 2. So I think that was the right move. I'm gonna say it is. Don't judge me, you know. All right. What do I want to do? I think I need to heal. I need to heal. Well, I trained it. I might as well attempt it. Yes. Excellent. Discard from Let's see. There is a bug in this particular version. That's why you're seeing her grayed out here. It's actually already been fixed. I just haven't uploaded the new version. So, once again, pre-release build. Discard Horde. Clearly. So she had to discard one from her Horde and from her hand because I hit her with a rank 3 Taunting Breath. I have a feeling this is going to be cutting it quite close. 16 life left. She's got 5 cards in hand. I really wish I had some bursts so I could get back into close and use my counters. I need to make headway. I'm just not doing it. Just gonna train that in case. Not that doing damage is going to do much good to her, but I just need to... I'm looking for combos. I'll eventually do Ice Blood. That will be a huge help if I can get up to rank Discipline 3. Alright. I gotta keep doing what we're doing. Excellent. Horde. Hand. Good. Alright. Alright, we're making progress, we're making progress. This could be good for us, because she's going to Horde once. I was hoping she would play a card, but she'd rested. If she had played a card, she'd only have 2 cards in hand, one of which would probably be her egg, and we could potentially win the game. Alright, what am I doing? What am I doing? Age. Just get me up to 3. So now my counters are open. Ice Blood is open. I need 2 Ice Bloods though. I'm gonna put Gaia's Breath out as an event so I won't overwrite my 2 heads. It will help me defensively, which I need, frankly. Any defensive bonus is great against the Crone. I'll continue to just take the gamble. I have to. I'm getting dangerously low on health, but I gotta keep cards out of the Horde. Again, her being grayed out here is not gameplay. It's because there's a bug that I've since fixed with rank 3 Taunting Breaths. Essentially, the effect, for those interested in the behind-the-scenes game development, the effect for Taunting Breath happens twice because it happens once for this and then once for this. So, and only one of these is deleted. So. It's been fixed now, but this is actually a earlier build. Alright. Okay. We have an opportunity to win here. I think the egg is in her hand. She could be looking into my discard pile, and if I have all my feast cards in there, she could have snuck it into her Horde. But I think it's in her hand. So, if I can hit with a rank 3 Taunting Breath, I will have 3 straight wins on stream, and my first win against the Crone. That's a hell of a way to open it up. I don't think there's any advantage to playing anything here. I need to heal. I need just in case. So I'm going to rest, get 5 more, and we're going to try for it. Hit, hit, hit. Oh! Oh! Man. Alright. Now I gotta discard this 7. The good thing about this is I can get high value cards back into my deck. That was Bitter Chomp. That's a so 1 6, 2 6s, 1 5. So when I regain essence now, those cards go to the bottom of my deck. Those are high value, battle value cards, so I want those back in my deck so that I can draw them and hopefully attack later and hit. Man, thought that was it. Thought I could do it. Uh-oh. Alright. Where is your egg? Ah! It's close. It's close. Yeah. And that hit, just those high value cards I noted before. I guess a couple of them got back in, but what do I have here? Yeah, it looks like a couple of them got back in. Alright. Well, I mean, I just gotta... Oh, I got a burst. That's excellent. Again, I could probably use that defensively because she's about to age if I happen to miss here. I'll put 1 in my horde. No, I need to heal. What am I doing? Heal. Oh, okay. Good juju. Good juju. Please? Bad juju. Oh boy. Alright, I need those high value cards. I want to keep Bitter Chomp in case if I can burst later. I hate getting rid of Ice Blood, but at this point I don't think I'm going to use it. Yeah, we'll be bursting. Safe, please. Thank you. Okay, you can't see it because of the bug I mentioned earlier, but she is an Elder Worm. Trust me. Luckily, she can't attack. We've actually lucked out there. The fact that she still has a rank 1 Inferno Breath is extremely lucky on our part. And the fact that we've had the burst just in time to burst into safe. Like, that doesn't happen normally. we've lucked out there. I'm going to move to distant. I'm going to spend the essence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could have gone to close and trained in Tail Slash, but that would have cost me more essence. So I think I'm just going to heal. Here's an interesting quandary. Now, if I do 2 at this point, it wouldn't win, and it would cost me 2 more. Wrong attack. It would cost me 2 more essence, and it wouldn't be a kill. I could just. I think I'm just going to aim a strike just to preserve a little bit of essence, and hopefully still. She doesn't have any cards in her discard pile. Excellent. Okay. This is... I spoke too soon. Rank 2. Luckily she can't use it now. She's still stuck on 2 Ember Breath, 2 rank Ember Breath. We need to counter. Please? Yes! I've never been happier to see a low battle value card than when I play Reckless. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. No. Heal. I've kind of ignored aging because at this point it's, you know, I'm close enough where it's really just about keeping alive long enough to hit this rank 3 tail bash. Taunting breath rather. What do we need to do? What do we need to do? Rub it, rub it, rub it. Yeah! Oh, defense! You... I don't think it would have mattered anyway, but that didn't help. That didn't help. What's in my, what's left in my deck? Is it just low battle value cards? This is where stacking your deck is important. As I mentioned, the more high battle value cards you have out or in your hand, they're not in your deck, and you want to be careful of what gets cycled back in, if at all possible. I think in this case, we're a little bit away from her getting to rank, getting to Elder Worm, so I don't have to worry about Inferno Breath. I'm going to burst in and try to Bitter Chomp. Oh, of course. Of course you have a burst. Of course. But by playing that, she left her egg vulnerable. She left her egg vulnerable. So I do not have to attempt a rank 3. A rank 2 will do it just fine. That was huge. That's huge. I'm scared. No, what am I doing? Scared. See, I'm losing my mind. I'm so excited at the opportunity. Okay. Here we go. Thank you. Thank you, Dragon Gods. Discard that egg. Whew. Well, we did it. Let's look. Let's look at our lair. 4 wins. So the, I think I mentioned it before, but your lair levels up every 5 wins. It's something I might play with through early access. So I don't have quite enough wins yet for her lair to level up anymore. But I got a Crone badge. I'm very happy. Finally. Alright, well, you have seen me play with a Red Breather, a Blue Adept, and a boss battle today. So thank you everyone for, I think I'm going to stop there while I'm ahead. Thank you everyone for watching, or popping in and watching, or catching this on YouTube. Thank you. If you haven't already, please check our Steam store page out and wishlist the game. It's coming out September 4th in early access, so hopefully we'll see you in the community there. Thank you everybody. Have a good one.